So Danny, FA Cup action again this weekend. How do you rate your chances of causing another upset?
Oh, I think you have to be realistic about that. I think you say another upset. I think in my 3 seasons we lost at Chelsea where we were the underdogs. We lost at West Brom, we were underdogs, and people will be backing us to go there and lose again against a very strong Championship side. So, like I've reiterated many times, it's nice for us to be the underdog for once. Obviously in the league we're in, not only are we one of the most supported clubs, but we're also top of the league. So every game we do have is it's sort of the old David and Goliath picture painted from the outside. We know that they're all good teams in our league, and it's not as simple as that. But obviously going to Watford away, yes, we're taking 4,000 supporters, and I think the day is about them to have that sort of free hit mentality that we don't get in the league. But I think there's a good chance. You know, you'd like to think that they take their foot off the gas. They might rest a few players, but then again, they might not do either of those things. So yeah, we have to be ready to maybe run a bit harder, play a bit better, and make sure that we're really focused, because it's a real tough task in hand.
Given the great season that you're having, do you go there with a quiet confidence rather than going there in fear?
It obviously helps that we're top and not mid-table, you know, and I think the other positive of that situation is that if you are mid-table, if you're a club where the fans don't really expect a promotion or desire a promotion, it is like your big day. And I mean that with the utmost respect to any other clubs. I think because we're going for promotion, that's our goal. It's a bonus day, it's not the big day. So, which makes it better, because we can go there in good form. We know that if we do cause an upset, fantastic. If we do, get defeated, we've got a huge game Wednesday against Gateshead, which, to be honest, it's much more important in the long run. But we're going to Watford with the same preparation as if it was a league game, with the same mentality that we want to win, but knowing really it's going to be a real tough task.
And as you say, you're going to be backed by 4,000 Spireites fans. How much a difference could they play on the day?
Oh, yeah, the thing is, they're always good, aren't they? So, we take 500 to Wealdstone on a Tuesday night, 1,200 to Hartlepool, 4,000 to Watford. They're always great. They always out-sing the opposition. Even though I think there might be over 20,000 tomorrow, which might make that hard, but I'm sure our supporters will give it a good try. And it's great, even for the warm-up. Like I say, at home games they come out and there's about 1,000, 2,000 in the ground already at like 2:15. I should imagine when we come out for the warm-up tomorrow, there'll be close to 2,000 already behind that goal at Vicarage Road. So that'll give players a lift. The old hairs on the back of the neck stand up when they do the warm-up. But when the whistle goes, we've got to make sure that that Championship and Premier League quality that we know Watford have got doesn't allow to come to the front too quickly. We need to start the game well. We need to be aggressive. We need to show them that we mean business. And then after that, whatever will be, will be.
How do you go about team selection, given that you've got an important league game on Wednesday as well? Will you consider resting players?
I don't think the gaffer's ever a big advocate of the word resting. I think it's more a case of, like, early in the season, I'm saying to you, doesn't like to change a winning team, and as it's gone on, we've tended to do that a bit, haven't we? I think we've really utilised the squad really well. I'm sure we'll do that again tomorrow, knowing that there's a massive game Wednesday. So that doesn't make, even though I've said Wednesday is for the football club, probably a more important game in our short-term future, it doesn't make the focus on tomorrow's game any less if we play different players. Because you've already seen we've rotated players many times this season and gone on to win that specific fixture. So, yeah, I don't think it'll be a case of resting, Liam. We know that Wednesday's massive, but we're picking a team against Watford without that necessarily in mind.
What have you made from Watford and what you've seen of them?
Good, fast team, and that's the thing. You play the lads from the Championship and the Premier League, and everything just goes up a little bit, doesn't it? I mean, all due respect, when we played Kettering and Southport here in the Trophy, our quality was a little bit better in certain areas, and then you have to show respect. I think we played Portsmouth and Orient in League One and actually show we're not that far away, albeit we are, because we're in the National League, but you know what I'm trying to say. Championship goes another level. Premier League obviously is a completely another universe. So yeah, they're fast, they're dynamic, they don't make many mistakes with the ball, as do most clubs in that league, or as don't most clubs in that league, in terms of making mistakes, and their penetrating runs, their set pieces, everything just goes up a notch. So it's a fantastic chance for us to cause an upset. also a great chance for our players to pit their wits against some internationals, some big hitters, some lads on a lot of money who are used to playing in the world's biggest league and now find themselves in the Championship. So they're eager to get back to where they feel they belong, and it's up for us to go there and make life as tough as we can for them.
And what about your approach to the game tomorrow? Can you go as attacking as what you would normally in the National League?
I think there's a balance in there, Liam. I think there's a balance to how we approach it. Obviously, the manager leads the game plan, etc., and how we're going to set up. And like I say, it isn't a case of saying anyone in our league, we just go for it, and anyone more, we sit back. There's always a balance to what we do, whether it be our last away game at Solihull, which sadly got us to 0 points, or away at Watford. There's always a game plan which has a balance, hopefully, of all the boxes that need ticking. If we tick a load tomorrow and Watford don't, we got a chance. But we're under no illusion it's going to be tough, whatever our game plan is.
And just in terms of team news, have you got any further injury updates or any doubts for tomorrow? No,
we're all good. Obviously, Grimes is suspended, which is a shame, but we can utilise 5 out the 9 subs, so we'll have a 20-man squad, which is great for not necessarily for the tactical changes, but for all the lads to enjoy the day. It's obviously disappointing for Jamie because he's been such a big part as captain this season to where we are in the league. But it also gives maybe another body to step into that 20-man squad to enjoy hopefully the magic of the third round.
And just finally, Harley Curtis has gone out on loan. Was that simply just to get in some game time?
Yeah, I think, like I said to you earlier in the season, everyone's got their own threshold, haven't they? Some people go a couple of weeks without playing and knock on the door, I want to leave. Some lads can go a whole season, and neither is right or wrong. You know, who are we to tell a player where their threshold should be? Harley at the moment has probably just found his threshold where, okay, I want to go and play games. He had a taste of the trophy, done really well, scored, and as a player and as a coach, you have to respect that from a player. He's been a credit around the place and carried himself really well, and it's just a shame that because we play the one up front with Griggy and Quiggs, there isn't really that space for the third one to probably be on the bench a lot of the time. So King's Lynn in a bit of trouble. Hopefully he'll go there and help him get out of that trouble because he's a cracking player.